going on. I mean, we were doctors. We knew that we were pretty sure that these people were suffering from drug-resistant tuberculosis. In other words, a form of tuberculosis that had grown resistant to the most important drugs. And the Peruvian program, like almost all programs in developing countries at the time, only treated people with the first-line drugs, the cheapest, most effective, but the cheapest drugs. And you know, frankly, we have probably 6 or 7 drugs now that are really good for tuberculosis. We should have 50, but we've got about 6 or 7. So what we did was we took the sputums of people like this, packed them in little, freezer bags with ice packs, and carried them with us back to Boston, because there was no place in Peru at the time that could do the kind of drug sensitivity testing that would tell us what was going on with these bugs. So we looked at the Miami, as we were going through the Miami airport, we looked at all the signs. It says, don't bring food or birds or other agricultural products, but nothing about don't bring sputum. So we brought sputum back, we sent it to the Massachusetts State Laboratory, and we got these results that were easily predictable. Terrible drug resistance. And yet the response we got was really kind of stunning to us. The head of the National Tuberculosis Program in Peru at the time, who's now become a very close friend, said to us, if you treat a single person for drug-resistant tuberculosis, we will kick you out of the country. Right? So what was going on here? It wasn't just that they were saying, yeah, we know it's a problem, we know it's a big issue, but we'd prefer it if you didn't do anything because it could be bad for us. And they said, no, if you do it, we'll kick you out of the country. And it was coming from WHO headquarters. These were the kinds of things that they were saying. Usually die because it's impossible. There'd never been a major clinical trial where they actually tried to treat drug-resistant TB patients in a poor country, so that was, in a sense, true, and that it's too expensive to treat. And that was also true. The drugs, the cost of the drugs right at that time in 1996 was about $25,000 for a complete course. And so they were saying, the cost of drugs for TB was about $100 back then. So the choice is treating one patient for $25,000 or many more patients for $100. Don't treat these patients with drug resistance. But we kept saying, but think about the epidemiology. Think about the nature of the bug. This is an airborne infectious disease. Oh, yeah, but they were making all kinds of claims to us without really having the data. But, all bacteria make certain metabolic compromises when they become resistant, so we don't think it's as fit a bug. In other words, it doesn't spread as easily, it's not as virulent. These are all the things that we were told, but we said, but wait a minute, do you know that? Do you know that it's not as virulent? Do you know that it doesn't spread as much? Do you know that no one else is going to get sick from it? And the answer was that they didn't, but they just didn't feel in 1996 that